after the intros. Man, our intros get longer and longer, but they look, oh god, they look so good right now. We're going to have to save the roster rundown for a little bit because Xile is getting their terror side started very early. For the Torque side setup, we got 2 at long and 3 inside of the B. So nothing happening too quickly here. Xile looking to maybe go out of the middle here, but 2 players are pushing up long A for Torque, and they sense danger falling back here. So don't want to push out too far. Not sure what their deal is here, but Ricky, that mid push is coming.
Yeah, Professor Chaos and Mask both pushed right up into the middle of mid, but look at Torque. They're playing a heavy B setup here. Steel's peeking right out the window. Monty's peeking out the window. Steel's peeking right out the door. He's going to come out wide, but our first frag in this match is automatic, killing Mo. And already off to a good start is Xile as they look to take this pistol round, but holding from long is Deborn, picking up balance. Automatic with the second of the round will open up long A, and in come the terrorists towards that bomb site as Steel on the quick rotate from B is going to head up towards ramp, holding from that angle there. Continuing to stand right up close to that smoke. TCK, the clutch king from behind, working around through long, picks up 1, and suddenly it's all equalized. A 3 apiece. Monty goes down to Slammy. Steel trades back. It's a 2-on-2 now as the terrorists look to push into bomb side A. Steel rotating from long. Ooh, playing through that smoke very nicely. Textbook stuff there from Steel as Slemmy takes down 1, but Steel there with the clutch and the hat trick that round on the pistol. Big stuff from him there to stop that Xile round. They were looking good there early, but at the end of the day, Torque walks away with the victory and the money.
Yeah, that pistol round was so close and chaotic in the end there. Xile just took a little too long to execute onto long, and that flank from the Clutch King came in and paid dividends and allowed Torque to get the round, not seeing anything being bought up besides 1 pistol from Xile, so none of those Rec 9s, and going to go ahead and save up for the next round buy. And a whole bunch of rifles on the board, including a Scout, as well as a Bison here for Torque, so it's going to be a tough next round for them when they do have to contend with those AKs. But let's get to that next round. Why don't I do the roster rundown now? Wait, hold that thought again. Here comes Xile straight out of middle. Just going to get it over with, man. But Mo going to work as well. It's TCK getting 2 frags apiece. And Balance last man up. But like I was talking about this next round, Torque isn't going to have guns as strong as the AKs, so this is Xile's chance to get that momentum running.
Yeah, and they didn't buy armor that round, Xile, at all. They just figured, you know, let's just go for a full save here. And that makes the Bison doubly as effective because you're pretty much shooting BBs if the enemy has armor. And they didn't, and that's what it looks like. TCK picking up a quick doubler.
Yeah, I'm super confused here by the buy here from Xile because in theory they should have had enough money to go full AKs if they wanted to. But I see a Tech 9 in the hands of Allen, so not sure what went wrong here, but we do have a couple AKs in the hands. Oh no, Slemmy goes down to Steel, and that is not the start that Xile wanted here on the first gun round.
Are we ever going to be able to do these roster rundowns? Not if Deborn has anything to say. He picks up automatic there at long, and asserting themselves early in the round is Torque, taking total real estate control of the A side of the map, but out mid comes Professor Chaos, comes out blasting, takes down Mo and TCK to equalize at 3 apiece right now between these teams. Monty holding from B, he's got terrorists on every single side of him. MSQ, she walks out of tunnels, drops him. Valens now in conflict in mid with Deborn. Deborn getting the better end of that deal. Professor Chaos still has the bomb at top mid. He is dropped, and Steel chiming in gets that bomb down, and they have total control of it in mid. It's all up to Mask in a 2v1 now to retake. Steel's at 74, Deborn's at 28, so this is doable, Laser.
Definitely, and Mask is going to be, I think they know exactly where she is here, but they're going for this tricky boost, now realizing you can't do that anymore. So, Torque, not versed in the ways of Dust 2, but Mask it's time to make her move. She's going to try to come out of the doors, but she's got rifles looking at her. She's got 2 to deal with, and she can't take them down. So Mask just couldn't get with her team in time, and Torque got the better of him at middle. So now Torque is looking better and better. It's been close though. I mean, these rounds have not been just a stomping by Torque, even though the score has that goose egg up still. But, I mean, pistol round coming down to just a 1-on-1 in that last round on a 2-on-1. Exile's not out of this yet, but they need to put a number on the board, and it's going to get tough on these eco rounds.
Right now, that number is 1 for Valence. He doesn't have a kill yet, 4 rounds into this game. Mo gets an early op pick, already padding those stats, as we say here at RGN, picking up 1 pistoling terrorist as the rest of them file their way towards mids. Valent in tow of his 2 teammates. That's Automatic and Chaos, who are already pushed down towards the Xbox. Mo, wisely so, falling off to the window. TCK getting up close with that AK-47 to make sure there's no rush on him there. But the terrorists going to read the play here, walk their way up cat. Try and split this Torque defense right now. And defending from A is Deborn in long and Steal at the car in long. And Deborn's all the way in A hall right now, so he's going to have a bit of a rotate here to get in sight of A. If Xile can push all the way up into sight here, Laser. But Deborn might be able to just have a turkey shoot here from pit.
Yeah, we'll see how this pans out as nobody is inside of long for Xile. And now they're going to be faking up cat just a little bit and going back towards middle. Again, already down a player and have the inferior weaponry. But it'll fake work, and they catch Monty off guard if they can get the second one into CT spot. Oh, we got a round on our hands now as Xile is going to be going straight into the bomb site. We got 1 in there for Torque, and it's Mo with the AWP. It's time to shine. Oh, whiffs 50, but he gets 1 in the air with the pistol. Mo holding his own. Drop the op. Oh, he hits the op shot anyways. So just when Xile had a chance, Mo puts the frags together with the USP. But I really like what Xile did there. I mean, they juked Torque out of their shoes. Both of the CT players got caught with their pants down. And if Xile could pull a fake off like that on a gun round, we might finally see an Xile round on the board.
Yeah, that was a beautifully executed fake. And so long ago, Dust 2 kind of developed this mentality of go mid and either hit cat or go mid B. Or fake cat and go mid B, and that was such a beautifully timed execution. They waited for the smoke to plume in CT spawn. Not sure if our Obby J-Rob picked that up, but it was just beautifully timed. As soon as that smoke went off, boom, out mid came the terrorists. Just excellent timing. They got the bomb down too, so it wasn't a total loss, but early in this round, TCK picks up 1 with the M4 in mid. That's Automatic going down again early in the round. So he had a good round number 1, but he's been a little bit of lackluster play since then.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe some positioning, but Professor Chaos is going to push out into long here, and he has Deborn right on this side. Nope, he will fall back, and Deborn continuing to play strong in long. Pushed up real close to that A-hole, and he's got Mo now in rotation with the op picking long as well. This could be the right play, Laser. Valence and Professor Chaos are right there.
Yeah, this is looking better and better for Torque now as they have the perfect setup. If they don't check on the other side of the door, and they have to deal with Mo. It misses the op shot again, but now Derek lets him have it from the side, but Mo can't hit a thing! And Professor Chaos puts him away with the op of his own. Mo can't hit an op shot to save his life right now. I think he's 1 for 6 in the last
They didn't have pistols,
bunch that I've watched. Yeah. And now Xile, another 3-on-3 here, and this round is looking real good for them. But it's going to be Steele who's watching the cross with the op. They have one prong to attack from middle. And it's going to be really up to this mid player to sell a decent enough distraction for Xile to try to cross. I'm not sure they have any smokes or anything left. They don't. They're just going to have to balls out across, and oh, Steele misses the option. And that was the bomb that crossed. So this is looking better for Xile now. But Mask is she's gonna have a tough time holding catwalk here. Oh, she gets flashed out. Perfect teamwork from Torque on this retake. But still 2 players up. You got Professor Chaos as well as Slemmy. Slemmy posted up at the ramp. He goes down. Professor Chaos has no health to work with, but he does trade 1 off. It's not enough. Torque to 5-0. These rounds are so close. But man, Exile's just giving up a lot of frags early. And I know, or at least 1 frag around early, and I know Automatic is one of their, entry fraggers. Not that they don't have a lot, but he is a very aggressive player, and Exile's paying for it right now. So 5 up, Torqued again. And Exile's tactics, I mean, it's working out for them. These rounds have definitely been doable, but just can't do it in the end.
That's the beautiful thing about Dust 2 is that against entry fraggers, Torqued can get into position to catch entry fraggers before they're really in a good position to start doing their job. And they've done that so well. Deborn playing up in long. He's switching it up right now. He's playing passively from A. And playing a heavy B strat right now, Torque. So they're changing things up here. And TCK is immediately going to find Automatic and lure again. And Automatic goes down early in the round. But he's traded this time by MSQ. So a bit of a change of pace here. As we're all tied up at 4 men apiece here in round number 6. And for all of you listening and watching, you can have a close game that's 5-0. And we're seeing that right now. All of these rounds going down to just 1 or 2 members of either team left on the map. And actually that would just be Torque left on the map since they're up 5-0. However, the Terrorists bunched up in mid. It looks like they may be trying to hit a mid B here. Yes, Mask gets another kill. She's up to 2 on the round so far, and the Terrorists have control of mid as they look to push towards B, but D-Born's with an answer on Cat. He's going to jump down with the AK in just a second. He's going to try and pick through the door, but Mask turns around to complete the hat trick. Professor Chaos picking up another, leaving it all up to Steel here, who's rotating from mid. Eats a grenade immediately. That's not a great way to start your retake. As he walks his way up the ramp here, he's got an op in hand. Mask's at 10 HP, Professor Chaos at 27. I believe Steel's looking for an AK on the ground, would prefer to do this with the rifle as he looks every which way here. Op in hand, goes to peek in the sight. Oh, sees one on the plat. Professor Chaos may have seen him and will not re-peek. Steel, time winding down on the bomb. Left on the window and jumping out is Slemmy with the aggressive push outside. B will take that op into the hands of Xile as they get their first round on the board tonight.
Yeah, and if you take a look at Torque's money right now, Xile has been keeping the deaths really close in comparison with both sides. So everybody's really low on money right now. This is going to be Torque's last chance to buy if they do lose this round. So Xile is still in contention for that momentum if they want to force Torque to save, I should say. My goodness, slow start tonight for me, but let's see what Xile has got for us here. Oh, Slemmy, that's a huge first pick, and they're going to be gunning straight into the bomb site. Monty gets caught as well. So if Xile could take this, we're going to see that momentum turn around. But TCK still in the sight. We see Torque more and more stack 3 towards the B side. We see a lot of teams go for 3-1-1. Oh, nicely done by TCK. This pistol, he just won't go down. Finally, Professor Chaos does drop him. And now down to a 2-on-2. This round is so critical for either team. Torque, if they want to continue having gun, they need to hit this. Oh, man. Steel just narrowly misses that op shot, or he did leg him. Both members of Xile are so low right now. One nade into the bomb site could be curtains for them. And they're going for the fake plant, trying to draw the members of Torqued out. But D-Born is on that flank, and he's going to catch Valence. That's so bad. And now this makes it even tougher for Professor Chaos. He's going to go for the pick outside the site, but they're playing Ring Around the Rosie with him. And this gets more undoable as the seconds go by. Professor Chaos, one of his only chances here is to run it all the way to the other bomb site. But they're looking for him. They're trying not to let him. Oh, but he might make it there. Things just got interesting as Steel goes down, which leaves it up to the 1.6 Legend to play mind games with Professor Chaos, because at this point, Professor Chaos could be waiting in middle, he could be flanking around the tunnels, but he is just going to take the obvious route and go straight back to A. But D-Born has guessed correctly, and he is going to get some good positioning here, but he's still worried about the peak. And now Professor Chaos, it's time to guess. Where is D-Born coming from? He finds him with the CT shot! Great play by Professor Chaos, and the mind games were real strong.
I'll tell you right now that round, the reason it was so close was because of TCK. He played the 5-7 beautifully in the closet, in lethal range. I believe he picked up 3 there. I think we're seeing a replay right now. Beautiful stuff from him there to get oh so deadly with that pistol in what is arguably the new best pistol in the game. I would say so anyways. And TCK, nice. He's in the double digits, 11 and 5. Slemmy getting the first kill of round number 8, taking down D-Born as fires exchange between the team. Torque is on an eco round, only $1,600 value spread amongst their entire team. So they're going for a near full save. TCK is holding on to a flashbang though. That's really the only purchase that Torque has made. TCK may get picked in mid here. Yes, Professor Chaos on a leash in spawn, hasn't left yet. Picks up the AWP kill. The bomb goes down. Professor Chaos picks up another, and perhaps the CTs now at this point, Laser, just looking for guns.
Yeah, anything they could take at this point would be helpful, especially CT guns are more expensive. But I don't think they're going to get anybody, as there's no guns to find on the ground just yet. So Mo's going to have to try to take someone into the next round with them, I guess in the form of their gun, you could say. But for Torque's setup, what I'm wondering here, even though they lost to pretty much a B take, perhaps switching up their setup from into a 3-1-1, because they've pretty much been dedicating to the 2-1-2 setup. But see, Mo goes down. He is going to get money anyways. But look at how low Torque's money is at this point. If they're going to have to buy, and they don't, at this point, I guarantee they don't want to double save, but they're going to have to. So this makes it pretty difficult for Torque now, as they're going to let Xile, in theory, go up 4-5.
Laser,
the 4th round.
Do you remember those old days, back when it was 5-0 for Torque?
Yeah, those were
the
times.
days, man. when Torqued was just having a good time. They're just friends that want to play Counter-Strike together. They're up 5-0. But
everybody
look, it's
thinks their skins
5-3.
are safe.
Xile coming back with a vengeance here in this New Year's upper bracket semifinal. And starting off round number 9, Valence gets the opening frag here as the CTs continue to eco here, playing it safe. They have the rounds to play with TCK doing its thing again with the 5-7. And since it's an eco round, I will quickly take the opportunity to look at the scoreboard here, J-Raw, if you wouldn't mind bringing that up. TCK at 12-6, he's still alive. Professor Chaos, the first terrorist in double digits for the T's. And continuing on with the action here, we have Steel out in mid, looking to get Valence from the side here and pick up an AK, but much to his dismay, gets dispatched. And TCK, the last man standing right now, does have that AK in hand and will look to save it. Automatic, little does he know, has his crosshairs trained right in on TCK. Maybe he does know he's back there. Slemmy may peek that in just a second here, as Automatic works towards spawn. And again, TCK, the last man standing. Oh, that box is protecting him from a lot of damage. Goes to take down 1, but he can't take down 2. Automatic will finish up that round nicely for Xile, and it's 5-4, a 1-round game suddenly.
Yeah, I don't like that decision by TCK in the end there. At that point, I don't know if he didn't think he could get away. I know there was a smoke up in CT spawn, but at that point, the gun in your hands taking it into next round is worth so much more, even taking away maybe 2 guns away from Xile, because Exile's money's looking pretty good right now. And Torque, if they want to come out on top of this CT half, they need to start stringing the rounds together back in their favor. But Xile looks like they're going to be pressuring towards B early again, but Smoke heeds that, and now they're going to fall off into a default. So for Torqued, pretty much every round we're seeing some sort of aggression here, and this time it pays off. Mo finds Slemmy with the boost into lower. So again, Xile has been cut down 1 player. So now to regroup themselves. They've been favoring a lot of that mid to B stuff. This looks like we may be seeing that eventually. And again, Torqued is not shying away from really peeking anything at this point. We got Mo still posted up on Catwalk here, and this is a position that Xile is going to be wanting to take. Oh, and there it is. Mo dies to Automatic, who takes control of the Catwalk now. So this makes Xile gain a little bit of room to work with.
Monty's at the 007 right now. He's got to get firing on any of his cylinders.
Yup, man. 007, I mean, might as well use the USP at this point. But he's been known to be a really good operator, at least in Source and everything. So, but he has been known to struggle at times. But when he gets on fire, he is one of those players. But now Xile, without really faking cat too much, tries to go up middle. And they're pretty much just running in dry here. And TCK gets 2 of them. Oh, there's Monty. Gets his first kill. Could we be seeing a turnaround from him? But oh man, Valence in the 1 versus 2 here. Very doable. And he crosses, but pays for it with a majority of his life. Only down to 13, can't connect onto anybody's head, and Torque takes another one. But this is a very important round in terms of momentum, because if Xile can take this, another save going to be underway for Torqued.
Torqued, they didn't seem too panicked about those 2 ecos. They just kind of said, hey, they planned it out. We're going to eco twice. Like, this round didn't go great. Let's just eco the next one. Let's calm down. Let's win round number 10. And it seems like that's what they did there. Very, very calm play from them to try and bring that momentum back their way. They will lose their round loss bonus should they lose this round, as you mentioned earlier, Laser, but going down early is Professor Chaos. Mask is flashed out long. There are 3 by A. Only 1 on site, that's Mo. Deborn holding from the ramp, Steel playing on Cat. So he is fast catted by Deborn. It's Automatic is really the only lurker right now for the T's, kind of switching up from that entry frag spot. As Slemmy, Mask, and Valence all hanging out outside long A. It's a bit of a slow start to this round for Xile Laser. 60 seconds left on the clock and only 1 frag.
Yeah, we've been seeing this a lot, though, and very similar to the last round, at least in terms of the player count. But now Xile, I don't really like what they're doing here, because they haven't really taken control of anything else on the map, so they're just going to be running straight out long, and there's so many CTs in position, and I think we're going to be seeing a slot here as Torque starts to go to work, but oh, Xile bringing it to him, as it's now down to a 2-on-3. I didn't even think they were going to get this far, and oh, Valence with the aggressive peek into CT spawn gets another one. But the Torqued retakes have been on point, so can they do it again? This time the number count is even, but Xile, they really haven't taken control of anything. At this point, you want to at least have control of long or Catwalk. As the Torque, they only have 1 flash to work with, but otherwise more nades could be deadly for him at this point. But the retake is on nonetheless. Monty, aka Neil, coming in, from Long as well as D-Born. Going to provide some assistance from Catwalk here. I like the smokes being thrown. Oh, down to a 1 versus 1 Valen. At the igloo spot, D-Born peeking around. Oh, he's seen that position so many times, but he's not going to have enough time to defuse the bomb, and that's horrible for Torque. It's going to be 5-4 Xile, likely 6-6 as we go into the 12th round here.
I bet Valens was doing a bit of a clench there when he realized it was a 1v1 after killing his teammate. But in the land of Counter-Strike, all's well that
I didn't
ends
even catch
well.
that.
And Valens, yes, does break that money streak, like we mentioned just a round ago. And on the eco is Torqued. They have to fight with their pistols in hand again, as the terrorists will be playing extra aggressive here. Ooh, peeking out early into Long was Professor Chaos. There are 3 CTs playing Long aggressively. A is wide open as Monty and TZK both play mid and B respectively. And Slemmy, 54 HP, taken down just a little bit, but not before Mo is taken down to 33. No kills just yet between either of these teams. 4 AKs in hand, 4 Xile and an AWP. And like I said, just pistols for Torqued. So, they're just trying to slow it down right now. Get a pick, find a gun, and then go from there. I guess it's their running strat right now. But Slemmy picks up Torqued. That's steal in Long. And there is your first kill of round number 12 with 57 seconds, 55, 54, 53 ticking away. And no real commitment yet, but it looks like it will be bomb site B as the bomb carrier MSQ heads out to the tunnel. Ooh, I stand corrected. She falls back. So right now, Xile, even though they're playing against an ecoing CT side, they're still feeling a little hesitant here, not just kind of bludgeoning their way into the bomb site as Mo picks up one with the 5-7. It's a 4-on-3. Xile is up 1 man. Oh, Monty throws down a smoke in the middle of sight, hiding in the middle of it. Oh, worked beautifully. And he's gonna have the USP out. Oh, he dinks. Oh, he gets one dink there. And Valen picks up another kill there, but that was Monty was looking strong right there. He couldn't quite get her done though.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting a pause here as Torqued is down a player. But yeah, had he been able to take him down,
that was a Valens type play right there.
And if he got Valens down, they probably wouldn't have known the flank was coming, so that could have been a Torque round. So very clutch play in the smoke there. Almost clutch play. But man, a lot of people are nervous right now. Maybe another throw perhaps. I'm just kidding. It's a close match, but Xile, they're playing so well, and really Torqued. Their defense doesn't seem too dynamic to me. I mean, they either run a 2-1-2 or they push Long or Cat, and that's pretty much exclusively what we saw. And Xile kind of playing weird on the T side too, because I mean, either you'll see teams go real slow, and just work a default that way, but Xile goes for an initial pick. And it's kind of been 50-50 at this point whether they get it or not. But Torch has gotten that initial pick a lot, and then they slow it down regardless of if they get that pick or not, except when they're at B. So, not a long pause. Glad about that. But getting back into the action here, Torque money so low. Xile, they've been taking a lot of the players down with them though, because Xile is definitely in danger of being forced to save if they do lose this round. But it's going to be forced by here. And Torqued has something up their sleeve. They're going to go for a flash out, and then they're going to be coming running straight out of it with some nade stacks. I like how this is looking for them right now, though, as Xile is wide. Torqued only gets 1 frag, but Xile sent out way too many players middle for that to work out for them. And now we see Xile running straight across long A, and this is looking like their round.
That strat is great, but I would argue after a pause when both teams have kind of taken a breath of air here, I would argue it doesn't work as effectively because they're gonna kind of be, slowed down a little bit. That's the beautiful thing about a pause, is that you really bring the pace down. I'm not sure if, it's kind of a puppy pause where you're doing it intentionally. That's a Dota 2 reference.
Right.
Or
ice the kicker.
Or, Steel probably had to change his reds and, he had to disconnect. Hashtag just 1.6 things. But the bomb ticking away here. Exile's going to have their first lead of the game as Mo and Monty, wisely so, just hanging on to those weapons.
Yep. And only 1 M4 though, so could have been a better save for Monty. But they're only going to have 2 rifles to work with here. At this point, they're in an interesting position because Mo can drop 2 rifles, and they could force up here and still be in contention to winning the half. And that looks like what we're going to see. Mo wants to put that AWP to use, so we're going to see an op battle here between Mo and Automatic. And is Mo going to be picking middle? It looks like it. This could be the start to something. Oh, and Automatic in that little corner takes out Mo, and that's a very hard thing to pre-fire sometimes, depending on the pro player you're looking at. Oh man, but Steel fires back and catches Automatic inside the spawn still. So evening things up here was Steel, and see where he repositioned that op. He's still peeking middle. So now, even after they do trade frags, we're still seeing Torque stack so many players towards B. So definitely don't want to suffer that mid to B again. But now we see Xile rotating all the way back over, and it looks like Monty is going to have to try to hold his own in B again.
Now's a good chance for him to finally get on the board here. He's 1 in 10 right now, struggling a little bit. ECK is trying to work that 5-7 magic, but will show no results as Monty takes down 1 in B, and he continues to try and hold. He is now pushed outside the site, so the terrorists looking to assert themselves in bomb site B, as Monty, playing from outside, is listening left, listening right, looking or hearing, trying to hear where the terrorists are in sight. MSQ posted up in tunnel. Professor Chaos posted up on the B Xbox, and Slemmy at double stack. This is a good setup right now for the T's, as incoming is the Torqued Rots right now. Steel, Deborn, Monty, Deborn going down, Mask taking him down, Slemmy getting another, and Monty, the last man standing, the B defender, is all that's left for Torque as the bomb ticks away in B, and Slemmy with the Tech 9 will run out and almost take down Monty, but not before Mask can kill secure that. And walking away from that plant were 3 members of Xile, all 3 that were defending that site from the get-go.
Yeah, and just as I was saying, Torque needs to switch it up and everything. It works out the exact opposite, as then Xile brought their players all the way through spawn and took into B. And Monty, he didn't believe that they were coming B at all, and he kind of got caught in the doors. He did manage to take 1, but that is not enough in that situation. And Xile had so much time to go set up and everything. So, early aggression here again from Xile. They really favor this early long. But
They
this
favor
time,
the
Torque,
op.
right? They gave her the op. I've never seen Mass use an op before. This is kind of weird. Alright, so Xile going to work. Torque unable to push out along successfully. They do suffer 1 at B and long. So Xile not looking in danger here. Usually we see Xile on their anti-eco rounds more spread out than this. So definitely staying compact and tight. And it is helping them not fall to these Torqued pushes. But Torque does kind of have a little pincer here. If this player can go hard outside of B, he gets 2 of them. And suddenly Torque is in this round. But both of the remaining Xile players are coming through the tunnels, and TCK is not in the bomb site, but nor is the bomb. Oh, Automatic finds the head of the Clutch King, and it's going to leave it up to Deborn. Nope, can't get it done, and Mask shows her worth with that AWP. And now we're on to the second half, and man, Xile up 9-6. Coming into the potentially favorable half, depending on how you look at it. Do we got time for a roster rundown? In case you didn't know.
Is it time?
Is it time? I mean, all right. So we don't really have to mention most of these players, but we told each other we were going to do a roster rundown, so that's what we're going to do. We got Steel. Needs no mentioning. Another infamous or famous player, depending on how you look at it, as well as Mo. And Deborn, the 1.6 legend. I love the mix up here because you got 4 source legends in their own right, and then you got Deborn in there randomly, who's just a 1.6 god. And for the other side, Xile, who's bringing it to him right now. Automatic source player coming up in the end. I believe he played invite towards the end, but he always was real nuts. And Valence, another sorcerer. Slemmy, we all know him for his rage. Oh, I'm just trying to do that. I'm finishing this roster rundown, man.
Half number 2. We're just having no luck with the roster run. We'll get it next map, John.
Right. All right. I got 8 out of 10th done. We're calling it. So now Torque need this pistol, because if Xile goes up 12-6, that's going to be so tough to claim that many rounds in a row on the terrorist side. So for the Torque setup here, just making sure nobody's pushing, but mid is the point of battle right now between these two teams, both exposing their positions at middle and willing to take the fight on both sides. So now Torque, looks like they are going to be coming out of middle, at least with 2 of their players, and then they fake back. Interesting strategy here from Torque so far. They want to peek middle, but they don't want to commit. What's that?
I don't think Xile bit that at all.
No, it doesn't look like it. It's Torqued. They've just kind of forced Xile back into their original positions into a 2-on-2 or 2-on-2, and now Torqued finally is going to be smoking off the spawn, and now they're going up to Catwalk, it looks like. So many jukes being thrown from Torqued right now, and Xile is just staying sound where they are. So I like the patience. Oh my god, what a one-shot from Automatic. Goodbye, Mo. Automatic, man. The boys' aim is unreal at times. And now Torqued. Now they're going to be coming back towards Long, and look at this. Xile thinks it's going to be B, and they rotate into CT. They're going to have to do the firing squad across Long. It looks like Slemmy might get cut out of position here. Oh, and he gets executed by D-Born. And now they cross Long, so Xile just rotated themselves out of position when Torqued really hadn't shown them anything yet. And now it's Torqued advantage as Xile. It's going to be so difficult for them to retake. As Monty is holding the Catwalk. Oh, decapitated by Automatic. That's 3 so far for him. The man is on fire, but Debo catches him. And now it leaves the rest up to the 2 members up for Xile. Oh, make it just 1. Math, can she do it? Trying to find the head. Giving her nothing to look at as Dborn. And man, this looks like she is going to get taken out at any point. Oh, but she gets the first one. But TCK, the clutch king of the 1 versus 1, does take her out. And now that's 7-9, and that was a huge win for Torqued. But keep in mind, they won both pistols.
Oh man, what a beautiful one shot there with the USP. That was oh man, I love this. It was just pop, pop, bang, and out comes the blood from that pretty little gush there. But a scout in the hands of Mo now here. The scout in the hands of Mo, he's refusing to give up on those scoped weapons as they are fighting against a equally as poor Xile right now. We are in round number 2, of course, of the second half, so we're not seeing a lot of economy fighting just yet. But the money advantage does go to Torqued, and they're in good position right now to tie it. Mask and Xile both playing up on Cat. One from the hiding at the corner there, and Automatic playing from the stairs, posted up in there. Chaos is also there, so that's 3 on Cat, and I've seen this before for many teams, and a lot of times it works, but in comes Torqued, and they clean up Xile as 3 defenders are taken down for the price of 1 steal. Will be on the bench for the Terrors the rest of the round. But Xile will not escape that battle with the gun, and now it's all up to Slemmy here as his teammate Valens is taken down. He's at 16 HP, and Mo will finish the job with the Glock 9-9. And there's your round number 17, 8-9 for Xile. As I read that backwards.
It's okay, we all get a little dyslexic at times. So many numbers, but yeah, Xile going to be forced to save 1 more, and then try to get their gun rounds going. And for Torqued, I mean, I hope they're better on the terrorist side because they've won both pistol rounds now, and the score only being 8-9, that you don't really have much to show for it after winning both pistol rounds. And I like Xile's creativity here on their anti-ecos, at least doing something out of the ordinary, as they're running a 4-1 split here. Got one just running intel inside of the pit. That's Slemmy, and he's going to be peeking out, so he spots him. But oh man, Dborn shutting down the B push from the spawn, finding the heads of both Balance and Mask. So things just got real uninteresting on this anti-eco as Xile's just falling 1 by 1, and I don't think they're going to bring any AKs with them into the next. As I like what Torqued's doing here, taking things slowly but not too slowly, playing things very safe on their anti-eco. Almost getting taken down as TCK. Ooh, they do find one from the CT spawn, and I don't think the other one's going to press his luck trying to cross. But Steel, you know he'll take the fight, but he is going to be planting the bomb now. So still Xile remaining with 2 of their players alive. And after this first gun round, I mean, any weapons that they could take away from Torqued is going to pay a lot for them. And now we got the first gun round. So can Xile stop this terrorist side onslaught? It's time.
9-9, back to square one. Both teams buying weaponry, head armor for everyone. Except Automatic, who's just going to go with the AWP, and Kevlar. Valens as well, only electing to go with the Kevlar. Mo picking mid, trying to get an early frag here, will not hit anyone. And now retaking that mid pick position is Automatic, peeking for the palm tree, barrel, elbow, call it what you will, up on the end of Cat there. As out mid, come the terrorist. Mo getting that pick with the AWP as he is trying to get the ball rolling so far. He's only middle fragging right now. He's at 14 and 13. He has a big lead on Monty, who's still at 4 and 14. As the terrorists look to establish themselves here on Cat and take towards A. Professor Chaos playing from long car. Mask pushed up long, playing where Deborn was playing her counterpart last half. TCK gonna bunch up in mid, and now there are 4 terrorists collected on Cat by the Xbox. Deborn playing by B, looking for a lurk here. B is open right now. Slemmy is rotating here. Valens trying to hold from the door. Monty will trade him out. Slemmy gets another with the op, and Mo is now left with just one man in front of him. That's the number 8 player, Slemmy, as he is pushed back into B and taken down by Steel. Mask and Professor Chaos remain against Steel, Mo, and Deborn for Torqued, as round number 19 only has 30 seconds left. And up a man is Torque. The bomb does get planted in B. Professor Chaos gets another pick to even things out at 2 apiece here. Mask and Professor Chaos, the last remaining hope for the CTs, looking to retake from B ramp here. Laser, the bomb ticking away. Steel playing right on top of the bomb.
Yeah, and Professor Chaos tries to run through the window, but Steel just played this round so smart. MVP of the round. Gotta be Steel by far. I think he got perhaps even 4. I definitely saw 3. But the way he took Slemmy down from the spawn, jumping on top of the box, Slemmy thought he was safe because of the smoke. And pretty much that frag won on the round. Because Slemmy, I thought he was going to be the MVP holding down middle. But in the end, Steel finds that super sneaky frag and puts Xile down another round. So that it's battle of the terrorist sides here. But Xile was looking good even though they lost their first player, because Automatic, he just loves to give up this first blood so far. But yeah, Torque takes it in the end, so the momentum is rolling for them. Their money is looking okay so far, but what is Xile going to do on this this eco round for them? Not aggressing too far. They go for the NOA stack, and it pays off because Automatic finds one, and Slemmy gets one as well. So now Xile has a great chance on this eco round. They didn't pick up any guns though, so Torque was in position to at least hold them guns. As Xile, that definitely improved their chances. But now what are they going to do? Torque has no idea that nobody's playing on the B side, and look what Xile's doing. Then they stack Cat. Torque is definitely going to want to try to take control of Cat before they try to take out middle, and that's what they're trying to do. But Xile is already pushed up there. Deborn trying not to get his head taken out, but it does. But TCK, the clutch king, the 1 versus 4, brings it down to a 1 versus 1 with the stellar AK spray. And now it's Mask, who is on the flank. She's trying to be so sneaky right now, and she's going to catch TCK, but no. TCK's got his head on the swivel. That's the 1 versus 4 clutch, and a big move by TCK to keep Torqued in it at this point, because that would have been all tied up at 10-10. TCK, that's why they call him the Clutch King.
One man, one spray, 3 kills with the AK. TCK, round number 20. Beautiful stuff from him. Loving it. And that is truly the art of Counter-Strike right there. Making a massive play, which you can't really do in other FPSs in such quick succession. You can't have such a big impact so immediately like TCK did just there. And you are watching it here on RGN. Round number 21. Torqued is up by 2. Xile haven't won a round this half yet here on CT side. And I guess it's not favored after the end of the day, as perhaps we were thinking at the beginning of the half. Mo holding on to an AWP. Professor Chaos, the opera for Xile, as those two continue to wage war on each other with that weapon. The terrorists bunching their way up towards Cat, as we've seen so frequently in this game. They're going to look maybe to hit mid, but they are all setting up with grenades. Monty throws one, Steel throws another. The molly goes into sight, but no commitment yet from Torque. This is so important. There are 4 members now on Cat, and in long is TCK. He's got Mask on the other side of a smoke. Professor Chaos takes down one at car. He's going to fall off towards long. Monty will dispatch him, and that will force MSQ. She'll fall back to Pit there and try and pick some heads here from Pit. She gets one. She's chipped down to 75 HP, but she still has her life. Mo picks up one with the op. Automatic takes down TCK in mid. It's a bloodbath here on Dust 2, as Mo and Deborn now have to defend bomb site A. The bomb planted, the safe box, and in spawn, Mo, aim is true, takes down Slemmy. Automatic, it's all up to him here as he pushes through Cat. He's got 2 terrorists aiming right at him, and Mo makes no mistake. That's a 4K on the round for the ex-CGS player, and it's 12-9 for Xile. And
Xile is making this so difficult for themselves. In that 2-on-3, before their teammate or before her teammates are there, there is no reason she should be taking pit. And because she goes down, Mo found another frag just based upon positioning alone because he knew one was going to be likely rotating in the CT. Easy shot for him, and the Exile in that 1 versus 4 just let it slip through their fingers as well. So that's 2 rounds in a row here that Exile should have won. That's how Counter-Strike works sometimes. But here, Exile with another chance on the eco. Take down the first player. That's TCK. So that's a huge threat down. And oh, Mask, she wants revenge. That's a ban for 90. But, oh, she gets a third one. So looking for that counter ace right now is Mask. And they take down 3 players, but where are the gats? They haven't found any of the fallen players' guns. But, oh, Mask finally gets one of them. And her reign of terror is over. And Torque is still down a player, though. And if they throw this one away, I mean, how many rounds can you throw away and still expect to have a chance of winning? This is a must-win for Exile at this point. And, oh my god, another goes down. That's Professor Chaos. I don't know if they know Slemmy is right on the other side of this door, but we got a flank coming in from Balance. He needs to come up big. Gets the first one, goes for the sprint, but Devo gets the... Oh, can't find Slemmy. I thought the 1 versus 2 was going to happen, but Exile, that's got to be a huge sigh of relief right there.
That was a huge 180 flick, but Mask with the 5-7 also coming up big that round. And that's the first round of the half for Exile as we're seeing her pick up some frags with that pistol. That's really been a strong weapon this game we've seen so far. And Torqued will have 1 member just using the CZ. The rest of them buying weapons. Monty, of course, being the one with the CZ and the bomb. 2 ops in the hands of Exile, Professor Chaos and Automatic, as they continue to try and build on this lead that they gained last round. The last time they won a round was, like I said, the last round of the first half.
But look how close it's been. Look at Torque's money right now, Jay.
And they're going to bust right out mid here. Steel leading the charge out through courtyard. Balance trying to play a crossfire here with Automatic, who's scurrying away in a window, escapes with his life. And Balance is going to peek out, come out blasting, but Steel puts him down. And that is the first kill of the round going in the way of Torque. They are up 1 man here, but no site commitment yet from the terrorists. They have firm control over the B halls here, and pushing out long is sneaky beaky like Mask, but expecting it was TCK, it matters not. She takes him down with the M4. And now it is 4 apiece right now. Monty down to 5 HP with a Tech 9, Rec 9. Hopefully getting a headshot with that that'll be really his only bet before he dies. As peeking from pit is Mask. She has a grenade in hand, jump peeking that from the bottom of pit, trying to give Professor Chaos as much warning as he can possibly have. The smokes and flashes come out, and she is pinned down here as D-Born is going to peek. He is white screen, but Mo is there to rescue his teammate, and Mask goes down. And the advantage again for Torque as he looks to take bomb side A. Slemmy returning back. Monty getting the kill with 5 HP. He is taken down, though. Professor Chaos and Automatic both combined to get 2 off frags. And now Mo is the last man standing with the AK-47. Time runs out. Mo can't get the plant. Automatic will survive with the AWP. And this game so far has been a barn burner, going down to 1v1s left, right, and center.
Yeah, and man, in the end, Monty, instead of choosing to go up catwalk, in which he had control of, we kind of saw a reverse of what a lot of teams try to do. After they get control of long, they'll keep 1 player at long and then fall everybody back to cat. That round we saw them take control of cat and then fall everybody back to long, where Mask fell. And then what happened was Monty decides to jump down into CT spawn and try to flank, and it worked out, but he only traded a player, and then he couldn't support them from catwalk. So in the end, I thought that was a bad decision. But hold that thought. We got Torque coming straight out along. They had success last time on the map, and she goes down again without getting any. And they're going to find the next frag, I think. But oh, Professor Chaos stays alive, but not for long. Monty onto him, and they get another one. So suddenly, Exile, they just can't control long, I guess. And both of the Exile players now are stuck in CT spawn, and this is looking disastrous for them, because just when they're starting to develop a little bit of money and a little bit of momentum, just like that, Torque snatches it right back, and it's going to be up 13-11, and probably Exile's going to be having to save, and that is not what you want to do this late in the game. So even when they get up, presumably they're going to lose the next one, and it's going to be 14-11 for Torque. And Exile, I think, is barely going to be able to buy. So unless Exile, if they lose these guns at this point, it's going to make their next gun even more difficult. And at this point, I don't know what Automatic is doing, even contesting right now. They need to run for their lives, get into T-spawn, get somewhere safe, and play together, because these guns right now are an integral part of their victory if they want to have a chance of winning this match. And look how sneaky Steel's being right now. He's going to try to creep out. He's going to try to take the guns away. But, oh, Slemmy is keen to it. So it's going to be 13-11 for Torqued. And look at the broken money of Xile. And are they going to force? Oh, my God.
That's ballsy. I love it. It's
Right?
going to be a salvage strat for them. They're just going for the armor and diffusers. They're going to look to see what they can find on the battlefield. MSQ with the famous, but Steel with the op takes down Automatic right away. That will be, however, a gun in the hands of Alan, so 4 members will still escape this tirade. Fully armed. I believe Valens actually is already all the way in long, so he can't pick that weapon up. Mo gets an op shot. Steel gets another. And Exile's being picked apart right now here. Just deep in this game. We're in round 25 and it's still so close. Torqued only has 2 rounds of insurance here against Xile, but it looks to be just about 3.
I don't know what Exile's doing right now. They suffer 1 casualty at middle from a mid-pick. Then they throw the op back to CT spawn, and the CT spawn guy peeks. They get 3 picks, or Torqued gets 3 picks before Xile even has a chance to put up their defense. So if I was saying Xile made it difficult for themselves before, I mean, they might as well be playing 4v5 at this point. It's just crazy how many frags they give up early. It's pretty much a round by round thing. And even though some of the rounds they win, it's so difficult for Xile when you're playing like that. But Xile trying to stay alive, or Mass trying to stay alive. She does take down Neil, but I think she is going to go down very shortly. Never mind, she is going to make it away with the gun. Wow, right through the wall. Doesn't matter. Steel through the smoke and the wall. And now Xile, I mean, do you go for the tie right here? I think you have no choice. If the force didn't work there, I don't know, but don't peek mid.
Well, you saw what happens when you do. And echoing is Xile. They're playing for the tie now. Xile, with the pistols, only have 1 round to work with before this goes to map point.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to be... It's such a tough decision how many guns you buy here, because your next round's already going to be... Go for the 5. They rush straight into the tunnel. Can they take out Neil or Monty? This frag is so important. Oh, and he gets away. So Xile, a lot of their chances just fell right there. But they're trying to get the wrap onto him. Mask, she needs to get a move on it. And now the Torqued member falls back into the safe embrace of his teammates. And this is not looking good for Xile. They do have a gun in the hands of Automatic, but judging on how things have been going, he's just going to peek and die. But now Torqued is going to be crossing the long. This is going to be huge for them. They needed to make a cross safely. Not even safely. They're taking him. Oh man, Automatic and Slemmy both go down, along with Exile's chances. So on that cross, I thought Torqued was just going to try to get by, but no, they're shooting on the fly as they cross, and that is curtains for Xile right now. One of the last members fall, and just like that, Xile is going to be on the round that they can't lose. Torqued is on that tie round, and now Xile. Let's take a look at their money here. They're like going to be hovering around, just barely around the 4,000 point, and with their money, so I don't know. Torqued is going to be fully stacked and loaded. So Xile, I think we're going to be seeing a 16-11 score here. But I really thought it should have been closer. But Xile just throwing so many rounds at Torqued that Torqued should not have had a chance of winning. And I think that's the story of this match.
And there you hear that sound. That means it is map point.
Boom.
That's dramatic. That's going to be my new text alert. You know what? I've just decided that right now.
Right. My Mario thing needs... It's tired.
I'm not going to lie. I was playing Trivia Crack all the way until pretty much LO3, so...
What a guy.
Addicted to my phone. I know. Mo, it will be working alert here with the AWP looking for a quick pick at B. He will not find anything, so that quick pick yields no success. As look at this boost here in mid. That is a classical boost in Counter-Strike, peeking over that mid smoke. We'll see if that has any results for the CTs, as I believe that's Automatic boosted up there. For Terrace, however, in long, Professor Chaos gets the opening kill with the famous steal trades right back. Mask trading back again. And so far, it's been a war at long here in round 27. Dearborn, another trade. It's a 3-on-3. The terrorists have taken long, but have not taken A in mid. Mo with the Rec 9 picks up one right away, automatic on the bench. And now Valens and Slemmy, all that remains, their hopes on this map resting on the back of these two men. As in mid, Mo gets another with the Tech 9. And Valens is going to have to come up huge. He's playing from elevator. And he'll have two terrorists looking at him from long. He's going to see a grenade, but Dearborn, whoa, pre-aiming it with the AK takes him out. And there's your map number 1 going in the way of Torque there. Automatic and Slemmy getting a couple skinners.